Hi garden friends, welcome back to Almost 2 Acres, where we turn cold climate chaos into bountiful backyard harvests, one growing season at a time. Today I'm giving you 10 solid tips on how to make your garden survive and thrive in this short growing season. So grab your coffee cup and maybe some garden gloves and come out to the garden with me now. Tip number 1, know your frost dates. And I mean, really know them. They're on the back of each seed packet you buy. You can look them up on the internet. You need to know when your frost dates start and end. In zone 4, we can get as late as mid-May and even a little bit later sometimes before the frost is gone. And sometimes the frost sneaks in September, although it's more likely to be October. We have to go back from the counting day of the last of September to plant our seeds in the correct timing so that we have a good harvest. Tip number 2, start certain seeds indoors because you need more time. Herbs and tomatoes and peppers and garden seeds of flowers like nicotiana, they need more time than you're going to have by planting them by seed outdoors. And some seed is so small that it's very hard to start that way anyway. If you live in zone 4 like I do, you know the constant struggle. It's cold and then it's hot, it's wet and then it's dry. We have temperature extremes and planting extremes all the time. It's a constant battle. Look for varieties labeled short season, early, things that tell you that they are going to be fast growing for our short season. These varieties will be much better to use so that we get our harvest completed before we have the possibility of that early frost. I swear by the short varieties of Danvers half-long carrots, Provider bush beans, and Roma tomatoes. You will get a wonderful harvest with those specific varieties. Raised beds like these I've made with concrete blocks warm up faster in spring and drain better. That gives your plants a head start when every day counts. I need to use raised beds because I live in a swampy area. In the spring, my boots may have about 2 inches of water running over them between the raised beds. Raised beds are easier to manage and extend your season by a few needed weeks, as well as being more accessible for an older gardener like me to work. Wild Kitty Cooper is giving his approval to all these tips that I've given you today. Tip number 5, use row covers and cold frames. As you can see, this row cover has been around a while. I have a huge roll of it given to me by a friend. I will use this on my cabbage because if you don't, you've got all those lovely little white cabbage moths flying around and they ruin your crop and you have little bugs all over them. So the best thing to do is use row covers. We will discuss how to do that when I start covering mine in a short time. Okay, so this is my cold frame. It's a little bigger than most. It's a greenhouse. But you can build a beautiful cold frame, and it does help so much in starting plants earlier if you don't have an indoor growing space or a greenhouse. We'll discuss that much more in further videos. Tip number 6, prioritize fast growers. I just planted these little tiny lettuce seeds 1 week ago in a very cool week of the end of May in Minnesota, and look at them coming up like little soldiers. Some crops just fit our season better. Radishes, bush beans, salad greens, even summer squash. Plant them early and you might even get to do a succession crop where you can have newer, fresher crops mid-season. Tip number 7, keep an eye on soil temps. Forget the air temperature, soil temperature is what really matters. Plants don't germinate well in cold soils. If I could find my soil thermometer, I would show you what it looks like, but I will have to find that later or show you a picture because I can't find mine. Tip number 8, compost like a champ. In a short season, your plants need fast nutrition. Compost feeds the soil, boosts drainage, and warms the bed. This pile is about 2 years old. Towards the bottom, it's starting to get worked down a little bit. But let me show you what my 3-year-old bed looks like. Look at it now. 2 inches of perfect soil amendment compost to add to my potatoes, along with other organic non-sprayed grass clippings. I just put grass clippings on these potatoes a couple days ago. It has been raining for 2 days, and I think they've grown a couple of inches already. Soon I will be adding that organic matter, and then I will be putting another bunch of grass clippings on them just to keep ahead of the growth spurt that they're having. Tip number 9, mulch to add warmth. My neighbor just advised me this morning that he had added this beautiful green, non-chemical grass clipping addition to our mulch pile, and I'm going to use that immediately to put around some of my tomato and pepper plants, and eventually maybe even some of the potatoes after I get lovely organic matter added from my decomposed compost pile. I use straw, shredded leaves, or even no chemical grass clippings, and my plants thank me for it. So does my back. If I had to take a hoe to this entire garden, my 63-year-old body would not thank me. Work smarter, not harder. Tip number 10, keep it simple. Finally, and this is my very best advice, for your first garden, don't overdo it. Pick a few crops and do them well, like these peppers or those tomatoes. Learn your soil, learn your microclimates, and have fun. We will talk about microclimates in another video. Gardening in Zone 4 is an adventure, and you're in good company here. I want to share my knowledge, mistakes, and humor with you while we enjoy the great outdoor garden together. That's it for today, gardening friends. Tips for growing a garden in Zone 4. Today is 65 degrees, tomorrow is 80. Welcome to Minnesota. If you like my vibe, please subscribe and share with your friends too. Let's get growing.